Ask yourself, were you born? How many of you here think you were born? Well, there was one meek, very kind of tentative. Okay, let's cop to. Come on, let's cop to. How many of you here think you were born? Well, isn't that interesting? I will confess, I'll be honest with you, I'll be the first one to confess, I used to think I was born. Until realization happened. How many of you here that think you were born would be interested in being realized? Huh? Now this you that you think that was born, or you want it to be realized? Is that the one you want to be realized? This one that you think was born? You think I'm playing with you? Well, in manner of speaking, I am, I guess. But I'm being truthful. I would suggest that you really open your ears and eyes and heart and listen to what is being shared. That is, if you're truly into enlightenment, the real McCoy, the real banana. The self that you think you are is
You really are.
exactly. The self you think you are is not the self you really are. The self you really are was never born, and it will never die. That's enlightenment. And unless you've awakened to that, in all due respect, you're not enlightened. You're living in typical, ordinary, everyday ignorance. This very instant, we're all here aware. Now the we that are all here aware is the awareness itself. The problem, the misconception that we have is that we think we are here as individuals aware. How many I's are there? Well, we think that I'm an I, I'm an I, he's an I, she's an I, there's an I over there, there's another I over there, there's a room full of I's here. How many of you use I when you're referring to yourself?
I do.
Okay, Gregory, you agree that you use I when you refer to yourself?
Always.
Okay, good. Do you ever mean anyone else, Gregory, when you use I?
That's the problem in this life, there's all those others.
How many of you here, when you use I, mean someone else? Do you ever mean someone else when you use I? Huh? When you use I, you always mean yourself. How many selves are there? There's only one self. Now that's the paradox. We think there are many selves. We only use I, but we think that there are a lot of other selves. There's only one self. And we're all it. And we all actually intuitively know it because we call ourselves I. We call ourselves it. We all know it, but we don't know that we know it. Now it's time for you to know that you know it. It's time for you to realize that when you're using I, there's only one conscious awareness, only one that is manifesting as all of this, including the I that you think you are and all of the other I's that you think others are. There's an underlying awareness, only one, not two, only one. And that's enlightenment. People come into your life only to acquaint you with who?
Yourself.
With yourself. We believe that all these others that are there. Well, who sees others? The mind. You see, what has happened is we've identified with this reflected awareness. There is awareness, and then you can say there's a reflected awareness called mind. And this reflected awareness is seemingly this individual that you think you are. It's a reflection of the actual awareness that you are. This reflected awareness that you call me is the mind in association with the body. And that is the spiritual ignorance that we're living in, because we're really believing incorrectly that we are this body and this mind, that we were born and that we will die. We were never born. Only that which is born dies. So if you think you were born, yeah, you're going to die, but you're going to be also surprised. Says, oh shit, I'm still alive. I'm sorry, Patricia. I let a shit in there. I mean, I did. Oh, she's always looking out for me with regard to the tapes here. I'm sure all of you have read all of this, or heard all of this before, but you would never. But you see, it doesn't matter how many times you read it and how many times you heard it. You get caught in, locked into the prison of your own mind and your own thought processes, and believe all of this stuff that's not true. It's just not true. It's time to awaken to what is true and live in this awakened awareness of what really is so, and quit buying in to the lie and going on continuing to live the lie, which, my friends, is only suffering, continued suffering, living in lack and limitation and fear. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Well, I'm not judging you. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm only pointing out to you for you to look at that, hey, it really isn't necessary, and I do have compassion if no one really has ever pointed it out to you before, for you to get a hold of it and do something about it. Now, I'm sharing with you, you can do something about it if you want to. If you're ready. How many are ready? Okay, that's what it takes. To being ready and being willing. Being ready and being willing.